humanity itself has been put to the test, and I think it failed. Interesting question. I've been working in this field for the past, I believe, 14 years, transitioning from the private sector. In a nutshell, it gives you a meaning to wake up in the morning and go to work. When I was working in the private sector, unfortunately, my experience was all about making money. But in our line of work, you get the chance to truly feel that every day you're stepping out of your home and going to work, you're making the world a little bit better. To me, localization is about respecting and fully understanding the indigenous knowledge embedded in the communities we serve, and not pretending that we know the needs of the people that we're trying to serve better than they know and they understand their needs. We have to learn from them and not to come with a, parenting approach, but we have to come in a participatory and a collaborative and servitude approach. To be able to deliver the people their rights and cater to the traditions and the very specific local contexts that exist in every community that we serve. Primarily work through a network of CBOs, more than 4,000 CBOs scattered all across Egypt. And the CBOs that act as our eyes and hands in the field are mainly formed by members of the local community. For example, you'll have a CBO that's on its board, you'll have a local teacher and a local religious figure and maybe someone like a businessman who wants to serve the community that he grew up with. And those people, every house knows them by name, and they know every house by name, and they fully understand their needs. So we're not coming as aliens to the community and trying to help them. No, we are utilizing the existing infrastructure of nonprofit work that is already there, and we work through them. Of course, the nonprofit work in Egypt is very old. It has been formalized for more than 200 years since the establishment of the first legal structure nonprofit. It extends to thousands of years before that, since the start of the Egyptian civilization. And what we went through as a nation in the past maybe 40 or 50 years alone, it gives us a lot of experience in responding to local emergency contexts. And even now, only if I will speak for the recent history in the past maybe 5 or 6 years, we have been through a lot even regionally. I would speak from the vantage point of the Egyptian Food Bank. We had to intervene in multiple local crises. Of course, at the request of the government, because our mandate tells us to only work within the Egyptian context unless the government instructs or authorizes us to operate beyond our borders. So we had a first responder role in the Gaza crisis and in Sudan crisis. And last year, Morocco had a natural crisis, and we were there as well. In Libya, they had some weather calamities that affected their food security severely, and we were there as well. So I'm talking just about one entity in the past 5 years, and we've been through a lot. And what we've been through has prompted us to keep advancing our systems and keep advancing our intervention or rapid intervention plans, and we're getting better round after round. I think sustainability comes from proper communication. So the Egyptian Food Bank is an entity that relies on its funding on local donations mainly. So more than 90% of our donations are from individuals in Egypt. And you have 10% split between corporate donations and donations coming from offshore foundations. When you are properly communicating what you're doing with the people's money, it increases their willingness and their responsiveness to help you whenever you ask for their help in any emergency context that happens in Egypt. So being transparent, We launched last year a transparency portal where anyone can log onto it and check exactly where their money is going, check exactly even our financials, how much are we spending on our salaries, on our administrative expenses, on our programs. So being super transparent and being open in communication to your donors helps you be more sustainable. I think everyone that's working in that field, they're going through very hard times now. Humanity, the concept of humanity itself has been challenged repeatedly since the onset of the situation in Gaza. And I think many of us, including myself, we keep wondering if our work actually means something or does it have value. But again, it does. If we did not do what we've done and if we do not keep doing what we're doing, I think the world will be a much, much darker place. And I think if we even, through our entire lifetime, every one of us even managed to save one life, I think that would be enough to justify our work. And I believe we're saving much more than one life in our work. Let's just keep doing what we're doing, and that's it. I have nothing to say. Like I told you, the humanity itself has been put to the test, and I think it failed somehow. But I think what I would say to my fellows in the nonprofit world, just keep doing what you're doing. But from a macro perspective, I would rather not say anything now.